Okay, next, the custom map function. Custom maps basically allow you to upload your own background image, and then on that background image, you can set data points that represent devices. So the idea here is I've actually got, I can put on the labels here, I can actually assign different locations to this particular map, and for each one of those locations assign which device it's part of. So basically I can set this device as part of this particular map at this location. If I want to create a connection, again, it's based on a threshold, I can hit add connection and I can pick any of the different devices that it might be connected to. And then if I want to, I can set a threshold for exactly what that color line will represent, what style of line I want, if I want it solid or dotted or dashed, and if I want to have the label shown on the map. Once you've done that, the map can actually be used as kind of a real-time view into that application, and the status of those devices will be superimposed on the map automatically. So if I've got stuff that starts to turn critical, it'll actually flag it as critical here on the map, and you can click to drill into that if you want to, or it just gives you a way to use some visualization for, diagrams or maps that you may already be familiar with, that your engineers already may be comfortable with. And again, because it's web-based, you can have multiple of these open in different web browsers on a monitor someplace, so you can kind of monitor the status of all your different applications. Some other possible uses for custom maps, you can also do that for things like a campus map or a data center map if you want to have specific building infrastructure highlighted, or if you want to show where in a particular rack all the different servers in a cluster are, you can have those highlighted to make that easy for folks to work with. Now, the only downside to custom maps is obviously these have to be created manually. There's no automation to this process, beyond just making it really easy to go in and say, if I want to add a new data point to the map, all I have to do is click on the map. The data point will be read until a device is assigned to it. If I click on it again, I can then assign a device to that particular data point and say, that is going to be that device, save the pin, and then we'll update that on the map. And I can then click it again if I want to create a connection from that to a particular device that's already on the map. We're going to make that a dotted line just for fun. And that one is going to be, let's just use the CPU, whatever, doesn't matter. Save the pin. Now it's going to actually draw that onto the map for me. And then when I view that map, you'll be able to see the status of that as a dotted line. I added the new device to it. So we made it really easy to create and edit these maps if you want to use them. But unfortunately, this whole thing requires a little bit of manual editing if there's major changes going on, unlike the geographic map, which we can update automatically.